Back in the Commonwealth, residents of Bluefield, Virginia, there are changes to where you're going to be going to pay your bills. Bluefield, Virginia's treasurer's office, which had previously been located downtown, will now be on the first floor of Town Hall. Town manager Andrew Hansen says this move will save the town $6,000 to $8,000 every year on maintenance. Although the treasurer's office is consolidating, the number of places to pay bills is actually increasing. You can now pay at the two National Bank locations in town, along with inside Town Hall and at a drop-off box outside the building. In addition, with the treasurer's office now on the first floor, the town hall has installed new security measures that Hansen says are an improvement on what was there before. That's at both the town hall and the old treasurer's office.
Now they're with us, with the rest of the town hall workers, and so I upgraded the security package here. We have cameras to catch everything. We have the lockable doors that can be opened with a keypad or with the intercom system. So I like the level of security we have here, and the workers feel safe, and that's what I wanted to have happen.
Hansen adds there will also be changes to the hours for the treasurer's office. Beginning April 18th, they'll be open from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.